Tom, why don't you start actually? Because it seems like you may have had some favorable opinions on this film.
Yeah, I this is my first time watching this. For the home listener, KJ suggested this but couldn't be here today. It was already on the schedule, and as everybody knows who listens to the show, I am a most generous spirit, so I took over this responsibility from our delinquent editor. And the first time I watched it, I was a bit confused. The movie is nuts. It's as maximum as a film can be. And then I watched Obayashi's later film Sod, and I watched then an earlier film of his, an earlier experimental film from the 1960s, Emotion, and then I rewatched this, and I kind of I really loved it the next time out. Um, I sort of felt I understood it a lot more. I felt what I didn't understand was kind of pure filmmaking and pure joy. And I had, once I came back to it, sort of, I don't know, prepped, you might say, even though I think that's the wrong word, open to it possibly. I had a great time watching it the second time, and I started even a third time. I really cannot wait to explore Obayashi's canon, um, because this movie is bonkers and exciting and very, very interesting. I think in future seasons, we are going to do another one of his films. I'll just say I'm very confident of that. Sorry, Nick.
Is it like this? I know. Is it like this one?
um,
House is,
it.
by the way, is the film.
Oh yeah, we're talking. we're we're talking about the film House, the
1977.
1977 famous Japanese export. How about you guys? Who? What was your guys' opinions, feelings, sensations watching this movie?
I had a very different opinion than you, Tom. I wasn't sure why we were watching this film, nor was I sure why this film was even created. I have no familiarity with anything else this director has done. If this is his style, if this is a one off. I literally thought when we were watching this was like someone's college film project. And I didn't know why KJ was subjecting us to it. There are elements that I think would be fun to discuss. I would have been okay not really watching this one.
This was my first time watching this film. I had heard of a film called House, but I was thinking of the one from the 80s, with the iconic movie poster of the dismembered hand sticking its finger in the keyhole to get into the house. When I watched the trailer for the 1977 version of House, I was intrigued by the visuals that I saw. And I thought back, okay, in the mid to late 70s, you get things like Jaws and Star Wars and Halloween and Monty Python and the Holy Grail and some of these movies that I just appreciate so much. And then there's this movie, which is just not on that level whatsoever. And I got really excited when I saw the Toho card saying that that was the production company that did it, and that was probably the most excited I got through the whole thing.
This is a pretty interesting movie because it divides people so clearly. There is no in between. Nobody's lukewarm about this film. You either love it or you hate it. And I'm gonna kind of be with Tom on this one.
Oh,
Yeah, I think he's like a David Lynch kind of director, where he's very stylized. And if you can connect with that style, you're going to have a great time. And if you don't, you're not going to make, you're just not going to connect with anything that's going on, even though the story at the center is pretty straightforward. It's just told in the most insane way possible. And what could come off as amateurish, I think for the director was very precise and well executed, which is kind of crazy to say about House, but that's where I stand. And I think it's a great movie. I saw it twice many years ago, and I'm happy to see it again. It's very Japanese. I love it.